Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play with Pathfinder Kingmaker. Where we left off last time, we were at the tavern, we picked up a kineticist. I just wandered down here so we can find something to do. We're going to go to Nettle's Crossing. Nothing happened between the last video and this one, so we're going to save before we go into this building. The reason for that is there are 2 perception checks in here, and if we don't get them both, it's not exactly the ideal situation for us, so let's see what... There's one. Okay, so we got one of the perception checks done. And we're going to kind of wander over here, see if we can find the second one. Ah, perfect. Alright, so we got both. Now this one is locked, so we're going to save again, because Lindsay
not my lucky day.
Isn't always the best. What do we need to roll for? Oh my god, the DC is 25? Our DC is 27, so plus 8. We need a 19 to get it? Ooh, that's going to be a grim one. I don't actually know if we can even lockpick that yet. Do we have knock?
Failed. I'm sorry.
We should just be able to stay here for like 20 hours and take 20.
It's just not my lucky day.
We'll give it a couple more tries and then we're just gonna leave it alone. And come back later.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Have we been getting better rolls? Well, not the worst rolls. We're gonna use up all of our good rolls here and then never get any again.
I failed. I'm sorry.
We might just have to come back to this.
It's just not my lucky day.
We'll give it 2 more tries.
It's just not my lucky day.
And if she doesn't get them, then we'll come back later.
It's just not my lucky day.
Alright, well, what's in this one? Potion, some rings, and a scroll of shocking grasp. Hate to leave it, but we'll come back to it. The corpse's face is bloated from being so long in the water. The stench from its toothless mouth is so foul that your eyes begin to water. The hand, clenching a sinister-looking spear, is covered with scabs. Suddenly you feel faint, as if a cold, wet hand is placed heavy atop your head. Wet hair sticks to skin, and trickles of icy cold water run down your face and shirt. A hoarse whisper rises inside your head. There you are. Faithal winces in disgust. Who are you? Davik Nettle. A storm of bright images flashes before your eyes. A long time ago, this person, then a living man, came here from Brevoy, constructed a rope bridge, built a house, and lived in it, collecting payment from those who crossed the river. How did you die? You see a vision of a lovely spring day. Sunbeams shine warm against your cheeks. 3 men approach the house by the bridge, one of them wearing an antlered helm, the Stag Lord. Angry faces, a quarrel, the glint of an unsheathed sword. Suddenly the Stag Lord's greedy eyes are twisted by surprise. The master of the house has unleashed his hounds. A burning smell stirs you awake to the sound of loud barking. Flames are crawling up the walls. The sound of breaking glass. The bitter cold night air. You are outside the house, and something is wrong. An arrow strikes deep in your shoulder. You hear the guffaw of 10 throats. You run, already in the middle of the bridge. The man in the antlered helm cuts one of the ropes. An ear-splitting scream fills the air. And what do you want from me? You see a vision of a man wearing an antlered helm. You hear a muffled groan, and the helm drops to the ground with a loud thud. Your hands are covered with hot blood. Too much blood. Death to the Stag Lord. Don't you hate it when somebody has to do something you're going to do anyways? It makes me want to do nothing just to spite them. I don't agree with you at all, Lindsay. Very well. I shall met your vengeance upon this Stag Lord. The drowned man, who had been sitting motionless, nods his head. Come later. Take the spear. Oops. Alright. So we do have a thing that we can't lockpick here, but we're coming back here anyways after we kill the Stag Lords, so all in all, that's not a big deal.
I was successful in my search.
And we got an ancient Rosslandic coin. We still need to find more things to do. We should go find the tree. That's probably where we're supposed to go right now. It's down here. Riverine Rise. Let's save. I don't remember what this is.
A rest would be welcome.
Except that now we're fatigued, so that's not the best time to enter a new area. Is this the place with the, what are they called? Those really brutal... What were they? I can't remember now. There was a fight. And I can't remember what my enemies were, but they were all invisible to start the combat. And they hit like freight trains.
Without a doubt.
Because they had sneak attacks. I think that this is that place. And I don't think we're going to go inside. If I remember correctly, that's what... Nope, this is a water elemental. A large water elemental. I don't think we can kill a large water elemental. We can try, certainly.
To victory!
But I think we're gonna do poorly here. Valerie just will charge. We dealt 0 damage. Oh, right, because piercing damage doesn't do much to these things. Well. Oh, I should have raged. Shoot. Oh well. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna win this. We'll get a bless out. A liar. Alright, this is our kineticist. We're gonna fire blast. Searing flesh, increase heat damage. Whenever it returns. Okay, no, that's not what we want to do. Dazzling display.
A solid plan.
But where are you going? Don't run then. Okay. We missed entirely. We rolled a natural 1. That figures. Gotta figure out this character. And the water elemental is going to attack.
Keep this up much longer.
And did 27 damage with his first hit. It's not a great first round for us.
Learn how to use it first. Unworthy. Wretched
We're not in range.
things.
Valerie's turn.
Let us strike as one.
Not gonna hit. We're gonna 5-foot step with a Miri. And rage.
Tear them apart.
And miss. What is the attack? Our armor class is only 24. That's not the worst in the world. We're gonna try and heal a Miri. Although it's not gonna really matter, I guess. Because she's definitely gonna die if she takes another hit. We did 6 damage, and it actually is now down to injured, so it doesn't have a lot of life. I am deeply concerned it's about to kill Valerie, though.
Yes.
Yes, we survived another round. We're gonna 5... Actually, I think we're in flanking already, so it doesn't matter. We hit for 3. Not a whole lot of damage. Valerie can't do much damage, so I'm gonna put defensive fighting on.
Do not falter.
So maybe she'll not die.
They go down.
We did 10 damage. It's near death. So we're actually doing not too bad. Let's use... We can try Searing Light. There's no guarantee this is going to hit. Nope. We tried our best.
Forwards.
We won. I honestly didn't expect to win against it. But, you know, here we are. Its body is weirdly in the ground. Anyways, we got a potion. And some scrolls of remove blindness, which are nice. And... Potion of lesser restoration. That's also pretty good. I think that's pretty much it for this area. So, a little bit of extra experience there. Is there no other items here? Hang on. We're just gonna quickly go over here. Sometimes perception checks don't kick off until you're closer. Guess not. Alright, let's leave. I don't know if we can leave out that side. Yeah, we can. There's definitely a zone transition over on that side.
A rest would be welcome.
Arrest. Okay, we can try and arrest. We're gonna manage our party. Who's good at... Okay, you're pretty good at hunting. You're actually decent at camp camouflage, and you're pretty good at cooking. Alright. Actually, this is all around. Seems like a pretty good camping site.
This fog, it's here for a reason.
Let's see how our
I've
hunting
seen
goes.
much subterfuge, hearing cases at Kyonen's courts. I don't know how these dimwit bandits managed to do it, but they use the fog to hide their trails.
Sure. Just do your thing.
Maybe the fog has nothing to do with the bandits and has a completely different origin.
We got 6 rations. Jesus. Our camp camouflage failed though, so we might be attacked in our sleep. We are not. Perfect. We actually had a decent rest. We're gonna move towards the oak tree though. That's sort of where we're headed. That's an excavation site. We can't go there yet, I guess. No, we'll fight them. We need the experience. Could be something interesting, like... Okay, so it's not anything interesting. It's kobolds. How many are there, though? There's only the 2? 3? 3. You gotta love that pathing. Alright. I'm not really sure how to use this class entirely yet, so we're gonna keep learning it. Like, how do I use Dazzling Display? I don't even know. We did do 7 damage to him though, so that's pretty good. What other abilities do we have though? What do we... Oh, okay, so we use those to increase our damage. I got it now.
Aim carefully.
I think that's what we're supposed to do, right? By accepting 1 point of Pherrid, you can increase the damage by 1 point of Pherrid. Yeah, okay, gotcha. That makes sense. We're gonna take off defensive fighting first of all. And we're gonna miss entirely. Perfect. Excellent. We're not gonna use Bless on 2 kobolds, 3 kobolds. That just seems silly to me. We'll use a Rage though. We did not kill that kobold. That is a flame shaman, so it did something really stupid and attacked in melee and didn't do his defensive casting check properly.
Serves you
And probably
right.
blew up.
Unworthy.
There we go, that's a good hit. Lyra's gonna again cast this.
Attack.
Nope. Oh, I actually need to use whatever. How did you miss? What did you roll? It's a touch attack. It's a ranged touch attack, isn't it? 14 to hit. I guess you just missed.
Onwards.
Oh, that kobold's head, like, actually his whole body flew quite a few feet away.
I'm not
We
doing it
cannot
wrong. The spell is
charge. But we didn't need to do anything anyways. Kill the kobolds. We're gonna take all the loot. The thing about having a kineticist, the way we've built our kineticist, is that she really doesn't contribute to our global carrying capacity. We are going to have some serious carrying problems in the future in this game. That said, we can build a custom party later if we need to. Although it's probably better to buy the characters now and plan for later, because they're cheaper now. I just want a couple more random encounters, or like one more zone before we get really into the tree.
Stand with me.
That's a skeleton, and it just criticaled us for 11. What a jerk!
Wretched
Might as well walk over here
things.
and smack it for 3. Because they're resistant to slashing weapons, and they're really resistant to piercing weapons, so that's going to be worthless. Let's use our song. Hit it for 4. I guess that was good. We're not going to be able to hit this guy for much, if at anything. Well, that skeleton promptly died. Good.
Bring it.
Alright, Jaethal needs to 5-foot step. We need to create a flank here. It is very annoying trying to move sometimes with the 5-foot step system.
Despicable.
There we go. And Valerie's also going to take a 5-foot step. Up this way. There we go. It's nice and surrounded.
You deserved it.
We missed with our fire attack.
Do not hold back.
We missed with our bow. Amiri should not be able to finish this off because she missed entirely. Perfect.
Advance. Yeah.
So did Jaethal. So probably did Valerie. Everyone's missing this round apparently. It does have a shield and armor, so I mean it's not unexpected that we're missing. That was a pretty good attack.
We should prepare.
Okay, how does this work? Gathering power. We spend a full round action and a move action to gather the energy or elemental matter and reduce the total burn cost of a chosen blast by 3. After that, they use the chosen blast. Okay. The burn drops to 0 before the whole time is spent. They stop gathering power, and still not entirely sure how this works. But we're gonna play it by ear. Also, right side, our strength damage on Valerie is done. Not on our main character, but that's less important anyways. Radnook Hill is the bad one. Okay, yeah, we're not going to Radnook Hill yet.
I feel tired.
Okay, we're gonna enter this location soon, but we're gonna rest right here. We'll do the same group setup as last time.
It's funny that you and I are so much alike. We both were banished for trying to be ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to be a fighter, and I did. And what did you want to be? A rotten fish with bulgy eyes?
Jesus.
Well, congratulations.
We're just so rude to each other. We suck at camouflaging our camp, and our food was spoiled. What a terrible camping adventure. Alright, let's go to the old sycamore tree.
Greetings.
Keston Garres, the former captain of Jamandi Eldori's personal guards, nods to you as though you'd seen each other in a rest stop only yesterday. He limps noticeably and his clothes are stained with blood, and looks every bit as grim and focused as when you first met. But this time you also sense a hint of excitement in his eyes.
I have urgent news from Restov. The investigation that I have conducted at Lady Jamandi's orders have proved your innocence. Tartuccio was and still is the Pataxian spy. That dreadful night, it was him who had opened the gate and let the assassins in. It appears that he had planned to gain the barony and Eldori's support, only to later place these lands under the command of his true patron. King Iravetti is no stranger to intrigue, and likes to use others to do his dirty work. Anyway, Lady Jamandi sends her apologies.
Keston winces.
Lady Jamandi ordered me to capture Tartuccio. We were following his trail when that damned mist fell. First we entirely lost our way, and then stumbled right into a bandit ambush. Alas, nearly all my people were wounded and can go no further. And so I am here asking for your aid. I'll point out on the map where Tartuccio is supposed to be. Bring that scum to Oleg's trading post, dead or alive. Restov will not forget this favor.
Garrus is the name of a noble house of Brevoy, is it not? You're noble then?
Used to be. It's only a name now, nothing more. The House Garres are a noble family in Brevoy. They own several mines in the Galushkin Mountains. My father Evan is cousin to Lord Howland Garres, but he's my father no longer.
Keston cringes as if he'd bitten a sour fruit. Then he frowned.
In any case, I brought shame upon my name and was punished accordingly. The family disowned me. I fled to Restov and took up the life of a simple mercenary, until I received an assignment here in the Stolen Lands.
Care to tell me why you're exiled? You asked me a favor, and I'd say you owe me an explanation.
Fair enough. For a Garres, the prosperity of the house and the honor of the name stands above all else, and I was betrothed to a widow from another noble house. This union was of great importance to the family. However, 3 months before the wedding, I met a commoner girl, gentle and pure, and we fell in love. I would have rather died than leave my Tanya, so I decided to break off the engagement with my noble bride. I could never have expected what would follow.
An uneasy grin twists Keston's lips.
My father was furious. I'd set a pointless love affair above the interests of the house. He expelled me from the family and ordered to leave our lands under threat of death. And Tanya, her mother was seriously ill, and she stayed behind to care for her rather than follow me into exile. Thus, I was on my own. Disgraced, without a name, and without love.
A shadow of a smile crosses Keston's face, only to leave it even more grim than before.
Don't imagine that I ask for pity. Everyone gets what they deserve.
I'd say you deserved a better fate, Keston. True love should not be punished.
What's done is done.
How did Tartuccio manage to fool you, though?
That sly bastard has caused us no little trouble, that's for sure. When he showed up in Restov and announced he was going to join the expedition, nobody suspected a thing. Yes, a gnome,
Racist.
yes, a sorcerer,
Classist.
but so what? Even after that terrible night, some of my people were willing to bet money on you being the spy. His overconfidence was his downfall. Tartuccio's henchmen, it seems, imagined they could safely meet with Pataxian spies in the town's seedy underbelly. But Restov is the ancestral home of the Eldori, and Lady Jamandi is respected not only by the aristocracy and the common folk, but also by those on the other side of the law.
I see.
We received a message from the slums. A good friend, who wished to remain anonymous, suggested the Sword Lords take a closer look at a certain guest from Patax. Jamande immediately sent for me and ordered me to capture the spy, all very quietly, of course. He told us everything, and not only about Tartuccio. I doubt that Iravetti was pleased to hear of his agent's failure.
A nasty grin crosses Keston's face. What can Pataxian spies hope to find in the stolen lands?
Pataxian spies are much like magpies. They'll grab anything that catches their eye. Information, treasure, artifacts. This time King Iravetti had a chance to seize the entire stolen lands region, and at the Eldori's expense. I'll give you some advice for the future. Be wary of the Pataxian king. He's truly a snake of a man.
Alright, see ya.
We must.
Okay, before we go running into the tree area, let's see if Keston has given us another waypoint to go look at. So there he is. Let's go there first. It's not that far from here, and it'll be a nice little detour. We can fight some kobolds, probably. We'll save before going in, because there's going to be a bunch of kobolds, probably.
Without a doubt.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
A kobold with unusually purple scales stands a full head above his tribesmen. He speaks with a suspiciously he speaks in the suspiciously familiar voice of the gnome Tartuccio. Dragon, glory, dragon! The voices of the kobolds rise in excitement. We know, the mites under the old sycamore. They possess the magic treasure, very ancient. That's one thing I never expected to see in the middle of the forest, a circus show. Learning a new trade, Tartuccio?
You! When will I finally be rid of you? Don't listen to him, tribesmen. This liar comes to play tricks on us. You and you, hold him back. The rest of you, follow me!
The purple, quote, kobold, unquote, gives a start of surprise, but immediately collects himself. Sparkle Dragon! One kobold yells
You
out.
cannot stand against me.
So there's only 2 enemies sticking around. Oh, well, I won the initial. Okay, fair enough. We need like bigger blasts, but this one will be fine. Hit it in the back for 2.
Learn how to use it.
We're
first.
not quite in range for charge, so we're just gonna leave it.
We shall overcome.
Missed entirely. There they come. Alright, now we might be able to charge in. Nope, because we're too close.
Onwards!
Good stab, good stab.
This is where I step in.
Missed.
They go down!
Missed. Alright, next round. I'm gonna turn that on and see what happens. I'm just kind of curious to see how this works.
Unworthy.
Wow, we are really doing bad at this whole attacking thing. Let's 5-foot step back, out of melee.
Attack!
Bounced off of the kobold's head. Oh, don't hit Jaethal, she's hard to heal.
Stay behind me!
Serves you right.
We should rage, but I don't really feel like wasting a rage. So, how do I use this ability? Is it on now? Do I just wait? Do I use an attack? I'm not really sure what that did.
Wretched thing. Despicable.
Strike as one.
Let us strike as one!
You deserved it.
Bring it!
Good, I wanted her to hit but not kill. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Regardless, let's shoot it in the back with a fire blast. Maybe we need to build up burn and then use that ability? I'm gonna have to play around with the kineticist a bit and figure it out. By the way, if anyone knows specifically how to use the kineticist, that'd be neat. Because this is my first time using one. I'm just kind of trying it out. Doing random things, hoping for the best. Let's pick up the mushrooms.
Our path leads on.
Just gonna check around for any loots that have been hidden in the area.
I've spotted something.
Like that. Ancient Rostlandic coin. How close are we to a level now? About 1,000 away from a level. We should probably go pick up other characters too at some point. Alright, so now where are we off to? Guess we can go do the tree. More enemies to fight on the road, and we're almost out of time on this video, actually.
We will prevail.
There we go, sorry. I had to just tab out for 1 sec. Couldn't see exactly. Oh, we missed. Is there only the 2 of them? It would appear so. We smacked the Conjurer for a good amount of damage.
Any last wishes?
The Bard cast Hideous Laughter, and now our kineticist is busy laughing.
Do not hold back.
We missed entirely. Let's rage on this one. How did you miss the Bard? What did you roll? A 5. Okay, figured that'd be something like... Never, you should always 5-foot step. If you're gonna cast a spell and you can get out of combat, you should always 5-foot step out. And then cast your spell. For that exact reason. Sometimes AOs are really, really bad. Oh, my dog is now attacking something. Super. Ignore that scratching sound, although we are pretty much out of time on this video, so I'm going to end it here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others, I'll see you next time.